Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 38 yards on the scamper there.
38 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to Devin Singletary.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
2nd and 3.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 4 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
11 yards there, first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Back at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Bills 0.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 9-yard gain.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins throwing right, and that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now
second and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. That is giving me the evil eye, folks. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Washington.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Singletary.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. From the 29, Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. 30, 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
The pass.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of
and with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. Then he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he knocks it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25 yards.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Buffalo Bill.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard
2nd and 11 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 18-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 14.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4. And it's...
Throw there going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Singletary. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Brings up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Intended for Robert Foster.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. That's the end of
Back now in Buffalo.
Washington.
The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Washington first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Washington.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
First down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Haskins going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that